Hi everybody, it's Alexa here from Pages of Forbidden Love, and I'm here for my July to be read pile. June was really bad. A lot of things were happening at my job. Some girl just up and quit, so for about 2 weeks I was kind of just running around working as many hours as possible at my job to kind of cover for that. Yeah, there was 1 week I think I worked like 45 hours, and then the week before that it's just a lot more hours than what I had normally been working, since I'm normally their part-time employee there. So I was working a whole lot. I was trying to get ready for ALA. I was gone for ALA for 4 days, and just kind of crazy stuff was happening in June where I didn't really get kind of anything accomplished. June was kind of like the start a book and then don't finish it month. So I have a new list of books. Some of them are the same from June and some of them are a little bit different. So let's just get started and you'll see what I'm reading this month. First up, I'm not going to actually show you anything because the covers don't really show it very well, but on my Nook I do have a couple books to read. I'm just going to post the covers below from now on whenever I have ebook covers that you can't really see. First up is Dante's Girl. I actually am on tour for this one in July and in August. There's something I have to post in July, which is just kind of a little like note about the book, and then the review is going to be in August for it. I'm also going to read Tommy Nightmare because Loretta at Between the Pages told me to read it in June, and unfortunately I didn't get to it, so I'm definitely going to be reading it on my Nook in July. And then the last one I'm on tour at the very end of July for. It's called Wings of the Wicked. It has an awesome cover, so I can't wait to post it below and see what you guys think about it. So I'm on tour for that one as well, so that one needs to be read. That's not really optional at this point. Another book, I had started Married with Zombies with the read-along scavenger picture hunt thing that was going on with a couple different blogs, and I did the first 2 weeks and then things kind of got out of control and some things were going on and I just never got the time to finish it. So I'm about 100 pages into this one, and this is actually a quick read because it's only 240 pages, so if I sit down for 2 hours I can most definitely finish this one and see how it ends, even though I didn't sadly keep up with the scavenger hunt people on this one. But it was a good book, at least what I've read so far. So next up, one that I am so excited to read. It is the only Sarah Dessen book that I have not read. I bought this when it very first came out. It was pre-ordered for me and everything, and never got around to reading it about a year ago when it came out. So I am super excited to read this. What Happened to Goodbye is the only Sarah Dessen book I haven't read. I'm so excited to read it, and I'm going to be double reviewing this one at the end of the month, maybe beginning of August, with Amanda over at On a Bookbender, because she has never read a Dessen book, and I think that is tragic. So Amanda and I are going to fix that for her, and she's also going to help me finish my last Dessen book. So thanks so much to Amanda for double reviewing with me. Speaking of double review, there's one book that I don't have in my pile because I have yet to get it from the library. It is Graveminder by Melissa Marr, and I'm also going to be double reviewing that one with Anne over at Creativity's Corner. And I'll link everybody below so you can go check out their fabulous blogs and not miss any of the awesomeness from them. Next up, Johnny actually just got me this one. It is Bared to You. This is obviously an adult book, and I haven't read an adult book in probably like 2 months or so, so I'm really dying to read one. And Amanda at On a Bookbender and Kelly over at Reading the Paranormal are having a 12-hour like naughty reads readathon on July 20th, and they're actually encouraging people to read those kind of short, like free romance ones that you get that are normally like 50 or so pages that are supposed to be like highly steamy and everything like that. But I don't really own a lot of those kind of like quick reads because I don't like reads that are only 50 or so pages. So this is actually going to be a book that I'm just hoping to read all day on the 20th, even though I do have to go to work for a couple hours. So hopefully this will be my steamy read during their readathon. There's also another readathon going on. I think it starts from the 9th to the 11th with I think it's Reading Angel. I can't remember if Reading Angel, Lori from Pure Imagination, Candace, if that's their readathon, if they got together to create their readathon thing again. I can't really remember, so I'm just going to have to post it below. I'm so sorry, guys. But once I do figure out who is hosting it, I'll link it all below. Let's get into some reads that I have to read instead of reads that I just kind of want to read. Ashley over at Bookish Brunette asked me 2 days ago or so if I wanted to be on the Wake tour right before she sent out the emails for the tour invites. So she asked me if I wanted to be on this tour, and I told her I had just gotten a copy at ALA, so I could just read the copy that I had just gotten from ALA. So I'm going to be on tour for this one. I think the tour goes into like mid-August or so, so I'm hoping to get like a date near the very end of the tour, since I've got a lot of tours coming up in the next month here. So that is this Wake. Next up, from Harper, I had requested A Fractured Light, and sometimes when you request one book, they send you an arc of a different book that's kind of just coming out or that they had extra copies of. So along with the book that they did send me, they sent me Smart Girls Get What They Want. This one actually just came out. I just saw it on the shelves when I was at the bookstore a couple days ago. So it's already out, but it looks really, and I've read some good reviews on it, so hopefully it will be amazing. Next up is one that I think has been on my pile for 2 months or so now. I got this one from Candlewick, again, in kind of a package where they sent me some books for September reads, but they also sent me kind of one that was recently published, which was The Princesses of Iowa. Didn't get to it last month, or I think it was on my pile the month before as well. Just didn't get to it, so it's on my pile again, and I'm really hoping to read it this time. Sorry, I'm balancing a lot of books kind of like on my lap here. Next up is Shadow and Bone, another book that I've had for review for months and months and months from Macmillan, and I didn't get around to reading it yet, even though it's been on my pile again for like 2 or 3 months, and everybody says it's amazing, and so I really need to read this one to kind of see why everybody talks about it so much. And then I am currently, and I forgot to put the cover back on this one, it is City of Glass. I am currently a little bit more than halfway done with this one. I was reading this one with Angela from Reading Angel. I'm just mentioning people all up and down this video today. I was reading it with her, and then unfortunately because of my trip and everything, I got a little bit behind, so I need to finish this one up so I can discuss the ending of it with Angela, so we can kind of finish up our read-along of this one. I think she already read the entire book, though. I think she got ahead of me, so we'll have to see. I'll have to ask her when she stopped reading it. Also, another one that I have been reading for 2 months or so is Outlander. This one is for a read-along that we're doing. Not that I'm personally doing, but I'm in the read-along with over on Stephanie's blog, Once Upon a Chapter, because I'm blogging over at her blog now for a couple reviews, couple kind of just random posts here and there, even though I haven't been doing a good job of keeping up with that. Anyway, I am reading this with Stephanie over at that and all the rest of the girls who are doing the read-along. And I am not quite halfway through yet, and the read-along ends at the very end of July. So I'm going to be continuing to read this one throughout all of July, and I hope to keep up with where the read-along is going. Ugh, I know, that's the books already, and yet I have more, because if I finish all of those, I am going to have kind of some fun reads, some reads that I am dying to read that I did pick up from ALA. They were books that were like my highly anticipated ALA books. The first one is Pushing the Limits. Everybody has said amazing things about this one. All the reviews that I've read kind of say read it now, and so it's on my July pile. If I get to everything else, this is kind of one of my reads where I'm like, yay, I finished everything else. I get to read a book that I'm dying to read. And then another book that I got from ALA, which was my #1 must-have at ALA, and I'm so happy that the woman at Penguin let me have a copy of this one. She is amazing, and I will probably love her forever because she gave me a copy of Rift. That's right. I love the Nightshade series. It's absolutely amazing. It's older teen, which is something I love, and I can't wait to read this one. So if you're also dying to read this, please let me know, because I'd like to read it with you if you're reading it around the same time as I am. Which, it actually comes out pretty soon. It comes out August, so the release is not very far away for this one, but I just had to have a copy of it. And then, if that wasn't enough books for you, I do happen to notice that I have many library books that are kind of all due back very soon. And one that I'm currently reading is Surrender, because Ashley made me read Possession for our swap this last month here in June. So I'm reading Surrender because I did like the ending of Possession, but Surrender is really slow so far. I'm only about 70 pages in, but I'm not really sure I'm going to be making it through this one. The writing is still choppy. I don't think she's grown a whole lot as an author, at least from what I can see, so I'm kind of on the fence about this. And then just in case I want to kill myself this month and read everything humanly possible, I also have A Midsummer's Nightmare by Cody from the library, which is going to be due back in 2 weeks from now, so we'll see if I even get to that. And then they put this stupid sticker over this. I hate when they do that. It's Until I Die, which is the second book in the Revenant series, something like that. And I read the first one again for Ashley when we did our exchanging thing. I think it was my May read. So I do want to see what happens in the second part of this series. So that's why I picked up this one. So as you can see, once again, I have way too many books to read. And we're just going to have to see how much I can get done. So if you have a to-be-read video, a to-be-read list, you've read any of the books that I'm going to be trying to read in July, just let me know, leave a comment, and I will get back to you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good reading month.